It's New Brew Thursday! Woo! Who are you?
Yvonne.
Hey, it's Producer Yvonne. She took John's spot, and Brad turned into John.
If you haven't noticed, I'm wearing
Board shorts.
board shorts.
Yeah.
Are they in the camera? I don't know.
No.
Kind of.
Kind of.
I think so.
So this is our episode where Brad's gone, and we wanted to do an episode anyway.
Brad's in Philly.
So we convinced Yvonne to join us. We have a woman on the show. We are not geeks.
You're
And
welcome.
you have to understand, like, we've been trying to get my girlfriend on the show for the last almost 2 years. And every time it's like, hey, Yvonne, you've been on the show. Nope. Nope.
Well, and this is also to prove to all of those who have written in and sent emails purporting that Yvonne is really just a stock image that was used and a laugh track in the background, and that John didn't actually have a girlfriend, and that John and I were dating.
I never saw
Suck
those.
it, those guys.
You
Suck
got
it.
emails like that?
No.
Oh. Because I was about to go, like, postal and be like, you know what? Screw y'all.
Show's over.
Screw your family and eat a bag of dicks.
That just happened. So I'm going to open the beer now. We're drinking Ommegang's Tripel Perfection.
And I hear Yvonne made this lovely treat in front of us, which is a peach cobbler, no?
I did. I made it this afternoon.
This harkens back to the days when you were producer, Yvonne, and used to cook our food for us.
I used to, yes, and I stopped.
And then one day she was like, you know what?
No,
I was
she
busy.
stopped.
I had things to do. But today, my requirement for being on the show was to either do a local beer, or
Which didn't happen.
Which did not happen, or to do a peach cobbler with something that would go with peach cobbler. So that was what ended up happening.
That was really
That was
embarrassing.
some work, dude. you were,
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
I was able to,
Yeah,
like,
so
follow it.
I made you guys have a woman on the show.
Yes.
Turns out you guys don't know a lot of ladies.
Ladies. Well, we know some ladies,
You
but
do, yeah. It was last minute.
it was all last minute.
It was last minute. It was last night, and so we said, hey, you should have a lady on the show to show that there are women craft beer drinkers.
I was also supposed to appear topless, but we
He
decided
was,
that
yeah.
because that was kind of the deal. We
welcome.
decided, that we would not do that to you.
That was unnecessary.
Topless. Topless.
Right, topless.
So yeah.
So
That didn't
I'm gonna go
happen.
ahead and cheers this.
Cheers.
Cheers to Yvonne on the show.
Salud.
And,
Did we ever see what we're drinking, by the way?
I did, but you guys were talking over
Sorry.
me. So
We're drinking the Ommegang, which
Tripel
I'm not sure if
Perfection.
I'm saying that right, but it sounds right to me. The Tripel Perfection. It's a Belgian triple. Yeah.
I always call this the OMG beer.
Why?
Ommegang.
OMG. Ommegang. Ommegang.
Ommegang.
Are you like a 13-year-old valley girl now?
I could be. I'm whatever you want to
Pretty
be.
funny, though. Ommegang.
Oh my god.
Depends on which of my hourly rates you choose. I can be whoever you want me to be.
If we would have done our proper research, we could tell you what Ommegang actually means, but we don't. So we'll not bring that up. Although I did bring it up.
It's really good though.
No, Ommegang's out of Cooperstown, New York. They're a great brewery. You probably are familiar with the Ommegang, which is their farmhouse wild ale, which is really delicious.
Oh boy. This is
Okay,
this
I have a
is-
question.
Oh, Ommegang.
Ommegang.
OMG.
OMG.
Oh, there's no. Okay.
She's like, you are so not making a good analogy here. I'm very upset
What are you
about
looking
it.
for?
Okay, so it is a Belgian triple.
Right.
Is it? Do you know if it's like traditional to the style?
Yes, it is traditional
It
to the
tastes
style.
traditional.
So it
and
says-
it tastes
It's a
awesome.
triple brewed in the Belgian style.
Because it says brewed with spices.
Yeah.
Is that,
You know,
is
okay.
that regular?
Now that you bring that up, it has that traditional smell to it. This
Good
has
smell.
a lot of like awesome body to it.
Yeah.
And like a sweetness, like a bready sweetness. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's really tasty.
It's got a nice sweetness to it. It's also got some of the spices like you're talking about, that kind of like
Do you know what spices?
catch you on the back end.
Just
No, I'm kind of getting a basil flavor off of it, but I don't think they use basil in it. But it's kind of that same kind of earthy spice.
I get a like I know it's not it's for this style, but like whatever it's like melding into this very slight brown sugary kind of thing.
Yeah.
It is a little sweet, yeah.
You know,
I sort of get the basil, but not like too overwhelming.
It's not basil where you're like, oh my god, that's basil. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just kind of got just a little hint of basil
Yeah.
to it. So
Yeah. It's not overpowering
it's probably
with
not
the
brewed.
spices.
It's probably not brewed like spot on the
on,
style, but it is a Belgian style triple. Ommegang is known for brewing kind
Awesome
of
beers.
awesome beers, but also kind of like out there beers. Like I don't think there's an Ommegang Pale Ale.
Yeah.
Like they have like the Three Philosophers, which I think is a quad.
Could they be like an East Coast version of the brewery?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You think so?
Actually, like the brewery before it was the brewery.
Yeah.
Because they've been around a lot longer than
Okay,
the brewery.
so-
So,
Okay, so I have another question.
However you want to, look
Is
at
it
Raise your hand.
Belgian?
Yvonne.
Go.
Is it Belgian because of the yeast, or is it the ingredients?
Well, it's a
like
style.
malt
It's a
and-
style. It's a style, but it's
Yeah,
specifically
but
the
like what
Belgian
makes
yeast
it-
that's used in the
Okay.
actual fermentation that gives it a lot of the Belgian nose and a lot of the Belgian sweetness. But it's also the type of grain, the grain bill, as well as the hops that they use will all play a part in making that a Belgian triple.
Overall, it's really
It's phenomenal.
tasty and
Yeah.
I think it's good.
well balanced.
There's just I don't think I've ever had a beer from Ommegang that I didn't.
Like I wish we would have
love.
bought two.
I do
This
too.
is awesome.
Yeah, you
Well,
should have.
There's more at the store.
And I think it's pretty accessible too.
Is it?
Like we're on the West Coast.
Ommegang has really wide distribution.
Yeah, and we're they're from the East Coast, so it seems like a beer you could probably pick up in any major to middle market. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Well, we found it out here, and I mean, do we have a pretty good selection out here in Riverside?
we have a wonderful
Yeah,
selection.
well, and I mean, but I've been able to get Ommegang for years at like Bevmo or at whatever. It's
this
around.
is one of those beers that you see on the shelf, and you're like, okay, I'm not going to get that right now because I can get it tomorrow, and then it turns
and then you
out
never end up getting it.
you never get it.
Yeah.
And for one reason or another, because there's something else that's rare on the shelf. So it's definitely worth picking up, and don't overlook Ommegang just because it's something that's always on the shelf. Just like the Belgians and the German beers you see, or anything that's been around for hundreds of years, they're worth trying, and they're on the shelf
Absolutely,
because
yeah.
they're consistently good.
I have
So,
another question.
Yeah.
Can we eat?
I know we should, all right?
Everyone's holding their fork, apparently.
Comparatively speaking, as we dig into this, we can do this. Do you know if it's like a, if you had an option of choosing like a Belgian beer, would you suggest doing more traditional, or is this like fairly?
You like if you'd never had a Belgian triple before and
Yeah,
you
you
want to
feel
try
like,
it out.
hey, there's Ommegang. I've seen it for a while. No, I'll try this other one because it's probably gonna be better, or like it's gonna be more accurate or something.
That's a good question, actually. I think that if somebody came to me and they were like, oh, I want to try a Belgian triple, I've never had one before, I would recommend going to one of the Trappist ales because then you're getting the spot-on, perfect, exactly what you should be getting out of a Belgian triple.
Yeah, it's like the default,
Right.
the Belgian that you base all Belgians off of.
So like a West Mall triple is one of my favorites, or the Chimay White, which I
Okay.
think is a little off-style, but not that much.
So price range wise, I mean, this seems fairly accessible.
This was
Yeah, it's like $8 to $10 for
Yeah.
that size
Yeah.
bottle.
Seems good. The other ones, is there a comparison?
They're about the same.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
Belgian triple, these style of beers are not very expensive. They're not very hard to find. They're usually in wide distribution. They're not on board the hype train, so to speak.
So in
I'm
case we
gonna say-
didn't, wait, hold on.
good.
This is a peach cobbler that Yvonne made. It's a pretty,
It's delicious.
it's a pretty traditional peach
It's like
cobbler.
a southern style skillet kind of deal.
But she,
It's as if Jesus came in and saw peaches and turned it into this.
yeah.
Or for those of you who don't believe in Jesus, just a regular guy
Buddha.
made it.
Buddha.
Some
Someone-
dude strolled into my house that was super awesome and made this.
Some dude.
Could have been a girl. We don't
Could've
know.
been, yeah. It's good. It's really good. I'm excited that I made it. And it goes really well.
It's
The beer
very
adds
tasty.
just, it's like you get that tartness from the peaches, and the beer just kind of takes away a little bit of the tartness and just gives you that like sweet topping on top of
I
it.
get a little bit more pepper out of the beer.
Yeah, I do. I kind of get like a bitter almost.
Yeah.
I love how I'm always wrong.
Yeah,
Nice.
you are.
It's
Yeah.
not, that's you're wrong, is everybody has a different palate. Everybody
Yeah.
tastes things differently. So, but I get a little bit more of the pepper off the beer. I think it accentuates this very nicely, though.
Yeah, this has a like various spices like cinnamon and clove. I think that's about it. So I don't know if it the same spices that are used in this beer, but it does go well.
So we're gonna chow down and do our thing while we send you off to watch Dr. Bill do his thing. So go do your
Word.
thing.
Do your thing.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Master Pairings with me, Dr. Bill. Today I have John Holzer.
Hello.
And we have an English brewed ale. Actually, it's a Scotch ale, but it's brewed in England. It is from Meantime Brewery. They do a lot of really nice traditional style ales.
Right.
And they bring them over to the United States. This is their special London Scotch Ale. It's 8%. I'm really looking forward to it. It's batch that they brewed in 2009, actually, so it's got a little age on it.
Cool.
So it should be really fun to try. So I'm really hoping it's going to be good. Let's see if the English know how to turn a cork.
Let's find out.
6. Yes, they do.
Look at that. Now, why is it
Years
called
of drinking French claret.
Why is it called a Scotch ale?
A Scotch ale is, well, it's brewed in a Scottish style.
Okay.
Classic Scotch ales, there's different ones. Sometimes they're called export or premium, but they have a shilling method, and actually the shilling method is based on the percentage of taxation that's involved with the ingredients used in the brewing process. So they'll have like a 50 shilling ale, a 70 shilling ale, things like that.
Right.
Now, those are really called Scottish ales in the American vernacular.
Okay.
Scotch ales are reserved for their higher alcohol beers, 8% or stronger usually, and another colloquial term is wee heavy for those. Okay. So the wee heavy is a classic term for this. So this is a Scotch ale, it's a bigger one. Now another unique thing about Scotch ales is they don't only use roasted malts that create this little bit sweeter characteristic and the roasty characteristics that will go so well with this pairing today. But Scotch ales also have a tendency where in the wort, they actually cook down the wort, almost like caramelizing sugar. And they get a caramelizing effect from the wort. Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Exactly.
So that helps the mouthfeel and the overall body of the beer too.
Yes. And it makes it, and it's just a distinctive note for this region's beers.
Cool.
Beautiful color, I can tell already. Classic porters are not black, everybody. They're a deep, deep, deep mahogany.
Yep, that's deep mahogany.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Sweet nose, fig, plum.
That's good.
Very sweet. And you get that extra residual sweetness, and that comes from it being a Scotch ale.
I see what you're saying about the overboiling on the wort. That really helps. That's good.
So let me pass one of these beautiful little lamb chops.
Little lamb chops.
Over the little porterhouse.
This is very tender. Very
Oh,
soft.
it goes so well with this.
I don't know if I've ever had lamb.
Really? Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That's good.
Lamb is just delicious. A lot of people are afraid of not eating just pork, beef, or fowl, chicken. But
Oh, this goes great with the beer too.
lamb is delicious.
It cuts that sweetness down, but there's enough left over to really complement it too.
It cuts the sweetness, but the maltiness in the beer and that effect that they do to the wort actually goes perfectly well with the grilling of the and charbroiling of the meats.
Yeah, it does.
This will go really well with a lot of different meats. It'll go great with aged goudas, things like that. Any caramel or toffee desserts,
Yeah.
just a no-brainer. This will go for those of you who don't prefer to eat meat, animal flesh. The grilled portobello mushroom go perfectly with this also.
Right, because that kind of takes on meat characteristics itself.
We obviously have a good audience. We have a fan here who's just dying to try
Of course.
a lamb. So let's see. Here you go. What do you think? Good? All right.
Apparently, he's back for more. Yum, yum,
Yeah,
yum.
pairing works. Give me 5. Nice.
Nice.
All right. So I want to thank you,
Thanks,
John,
Bill. Great pairing.
Sammy, for coming to another Master Pairings. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, how was that Master Pairings? I wasn't there.
Yeah, you're never there. You need to get on Master Pairings. You'd enjoy it.
I used to be there.
You used to come.
I used to.
Then you were like, you know what?
It's fun.
I got other things to do.
She goes, you know what,
Busy.
school's more important. Then
I
drinking
got,
beer.
I got stuff going on.
Yeah, okay, so everybody needs to do me a favor, and they need to @reply Evie Ruin on Twitter and tell her to drop out of school and become our producer full time.
No, don't do that because
Do you
I
have
would like
money
an-
to
Do
pay me?
it, do it, do it.
You can. Not gonna.
So we have the homebrew contest in full swing. I believe
How's it going?
the next week or two we're gonna have our second round episode
That's
where we announce the
exciting.
winners.
at the end of May. So
End of May.
Ooh, John's birthday, end of May. Birthday beers,
send me a beer.
then beer.
Anyway, as I was saying,
Come on.
oh my God,
You can be
you bring a woman on the
excited.
show and all of a sudden they just interrupt you constantly.
Oh, hell no.
Wow.
Nag, nag, nag. John's birthday. Nag, nag, nag.
I'm just saying, it's relevant.
It's relevant.
Just because you don't celebrate birthdays. Ooh.
Whatevs. Anyway,
Ooh.
so
Ooh.
now see, this is what happens. Next time I'm bringing random female number 1 onto the show.
You know what? Do it.
So
I'm open.
I'm gonna find some chick just wandering down the street, pay her some money to be on the show.
You need to bomb.
Probably get arrested for that. So
That will happen.
anyway, like I said, we're having the homebrew competition where it's in full swing. We're gonna be announcing May's winners. The next deadline is June 1st. Make
That's
sure you.
the last
It's
deadline.
the last
And
deadline.
I will urge you guys to submit. Go for it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Gotten a lot of really, really good beers.
And
Looking
if you
forward
don't-
to judging
wait,
them.
this is
these
second
rounds.
round, right? Mm-hmm. You have a third round,
Third round.
and that's the final.
Yeah,
round.
you won't make the second round because that's come and gone now. We've already, as of you watching this, we've already judged the beers and the winners have been
So
notified.
do
So
the third
Unless
round.
you're
Do the third
friends
round.
with Doctor Who, not gonna happen.
got your
Doctor-
TARDIS.
Oh, I was like, Doctor Who? I know
Who?
a Dr. Bill.
Yeah, he doesn't have a
Real.
TARDIS.
He does not have a TARDIS.
He has a beer TARDIS.
What does the TARDIS stand for?
Time and relative dimensional interspace travel.
Wow, look at you.
Bam.
Nice. Come on.
That was the test.
And if I'm wrong, don't even email me.
I think it sounded good.
Yeah.
And that's passes in my book.
The final round is June 1st. And the reason there's only 15 days between the second and third round is so that we have enough time to notify the winners and get them brewing because July 15th,
Close to my birthday. Just saying.
July 1st is the final deadline. Use whichever one works. Is the final deadline for
July 1st.
final deadline to submit your organic beer to Bison Brew.
And if you're
we'll be
watching
posting
this and you're worried about that, you'd have already been notified in plenty of time to get your
Right.
beer brewed. So
And what John is saying is, if you haven't been notified, you didn't win. Sorry.
So how many
sorry, bro.
I send out emails to everyone who didn't win. So except for one. Anyway,
question wise,
yes.
is it really hard to get organic ingredients?
No, you can actually go online to a place called Seven Bridges. Just Google it because I don't know the address on the top of my head. But
Lots of bridges.
Google.
Seven Bridges in Santa Cruz does fully organic homebrew, online shipping, the whole 9 yards. So anyway, Yvonne,
Yes.
you're awesome.
I think so. Yeah. I
She's
agree.
like, it's the first thing that she's agreed that I've said. So,
Yes.
She's all right.
Oh.
She puts.
oh
puts up with
hell
me.
no!
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm bummed.
Oh, see now they're with the whole show.
I'm just gonna keep drinking my
At
beer.
this point, you'll probably just see like a test pattern come up and a long like beeping noise.
Yeah.
So
Bummers.
no, but thank you very much for filling in for Brad.
No problem.
And
I
this
like
is a
bread.
momentous occasion.
This is a momentous occasion.
Yvonne's on the show.
Yes.
She does actually exist, guys.
It's real. I'm real. You've seen me before.
We didn't create
I've
her off of a
popped in.
computer.
I have
popped
a
in.
girlfriend. Hey.
Hey, for a while now. I like Brad. He's a good guy. He had family stuff going on though, so
Hey.
you needed a person.
Cheers to Ommegang. Cheers to Yvonne.
Cheers.
And you know what? Cheers to you. Stay safe and drink beer. One, two, three, four. Family and eat a bag of dicks. Family and eat a bag of dicks. Family and eat a bag of dicks.
That kind of hurt my throat.
Guess what?
We should start a band.
We're hardcore.
We'll call it the American Hardcore.
American hardcore.